Hello, welcome back to another vlog, another weekend vlog. It's the weekend before Christmas. It's Saturday, so yeah, I thought I would do, maybe this is the final weekend vlog of 2024. So far, I've had a great Saturday. I just had a very relaxed morning. Well, I took the dog for a walk and she was kind of not really feeling it this morning. So that was a bit much. But otherwise, I just relaxed on the sofa. I had some coffee, read my book. Yeah, that's it, basically. And I've just come home because I met up with a friend and we had a coffee and we went for a little walk. And then we went to a Christmas get-together that my friend Josie was having at her hair salon. They do this every year, so we just popped in and there were vegan cakes and some mulled wine, and yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely to see everyone. And yeah, now I've just come home. I went to the supermarket because I had to pick up some food for tomorrow, and actually it wasn't that bad. I thought it would be mayhem because of Christmas, but no, it wasn't too bad. We have to go for a big food shop on Monday. I hope it will be okay. But I feel like most people have already done their big food shops, so shouldn't be too bad. Tonight I was meant to meet two friends for dinner. One of them already had to cancel, so let's see if the other one is pulling through. Otherwise, I will just stay home and get comfy on the sofa, maybe watch a Christmas film, but also continue reading my book, which, speaking of, I am reading The Day of the Dead by Nicci French, because yes, it is that time of year where I'm reading a Nicci French book. This is the last one in the Frida Klein series. So sad. I know I've mentioned this a million times, but maybe some of you haven't heard it yet. I read a Nicci French Frida Klein series book every year before Christmas, and this is the final one. So I'm having a great time, as always, but also I'm quite sad because I know that after this, it's over. Also, I'm rushing through this book. It's so easy to read and it's very plotty, so I'm not even sure when I started it. A few days ago, and I'm already on page 240. Also, it's not that thick, but it is nice and floppy. Also, I got it secondhand and it was in good condition, but my dog decided to jump on it, so now it's a bit, now it really looks secondhand. But yeah, I'm having a great time. I would say this one feels different to the others because the others are usually written from Frida's perspective. So Frida Klein is the main character of this series. She's a therapist and she lives in London, and she gets involved in a crime, which leads to her being involved with the police, doing some work for the police, and she can't help it, but throughout the series, she continues to get involved in some kind of crime, which leads to a lot of drama. And yeah, this one is not really written from her perspective, but rather focusing on different characters, which again, I love this about the series because you have this cast of characters that you, or at least I, grew very fond of. And I don't know, it's kind of watching, your favorite TV series and these characters and you spend time with them. And yeah, that's what I feel like when I read these books. But yeah, as I've said, this also shows more the perspectives of the other characters, which I quite enjoy, but it took some getting used to, I would say. If you haven't read this series, I highly recommend it. It's so easy to read. It has a lot of depth to it. If you love books that take place in London, the city plays a huge part in these novels. I think this is the only book that doesn't have a map in the beginning of the book, but otherwise there are always maps because every single book focuses on a different part of London, and Frida really likes to walk, so you kind of can follow along where she's going throughout the story, which I quite enjoy. So yeah, highly recommend this. Also, I feel like this would make a great gift for someone. I also mentioned this before, but I was gifted the first part of the series by my godmother for my birthday a few years ago, and it was really nice to just have them at home, and you know, I could just pick one up and read it. So yeah, highly recommend. You should read this. All right, I think I will actually have another coffee. We went to this little Japanese coffee shop, and it's not really a shop because it's basically just a window where you can order, but the coffee was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. So I'm still kind of hyped on the caffeine, but I did pick up some decaf espresso beans from one of my favorite cafes, so I will probably make a decaf cappuccino and read a little bit and see if I'm going out for dinner tonight or not. If not, I just bought ingredients to this viral Turkish pasta. I feel like there's been enough discourse on the title of this dish, but that's what it's called on TikTok. That's, you know, how I was introduced to it. No matter the name, the dish is delicious. So if I don't go out for dinner, I will cook that. Also, why am I out of breath? I feel like I'm, you know, sorry about that. Yeah, see you guys later. So turns out both of my friends had to cancel, which is fine, but that means I can change into comfy things. And also I think as a treat to kind of make up for the dinner I was supposed to be having, I will watch The Muppets Christmas Carol tonight because it is my favorite Christmas film, and yeah, why not? Every year I'm trying to save it for Christmas Day or Boxing Day, but I think, well, every year I fail, so once again, I will watch it before Christmas just to, you know, get into the mood. Yeah, so I will watch that tonight, and then, as I've said, I will cook that pasta dish again, which, oh, it's so good. I always make it without the butter sauce because that's a bit too much for me, but otherwise, and also I do a vegan version, obviously, but yeah, I'm very excited. Also, I have some Baileys in the fridge, so dessert is sorted. Yeah, we just made some plans to go to a little Christmas market tomorrow because there's one in our neighborhood in front of the church, and it's super small, and they have a variety of vegan food, which I'm excited to try some of it, and maybe have a mulled wine, and yeah, so I'm happy to have more Christmas plans. Also, I'm meeting my friend Chelsea for our annual Christmas coffee tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, I like being busy before the holidays because then everyone kind of leaves. And I usually stay here because I don't celebrate Christmas with my family. So yeah, I try to see my friends beforehand just to feel less lonely, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like some of you can probably relate, but Christmas can be a very lonely time, especially for people who are no contact with their families or just, have a complicated relationship with their families, are grieving someone. There are so many reasons why the holidays can be tough, and yeah, just to let you know, you're not alone. So yeah, I will probably start cooking now because I am quite hungry, and then I can watch my film and read for a little bit. Good morning. It's actually already Monday. I realized that I completely forgot to talk to you yesterday, but I was out and about and yeah, I forgot. Let's be honest. But I had a lovely Sunday. I had coffee with my friend Chelsea, and then Chris and I and Remy went to the Christmas market, just a little one near us. I think I've said this before, right? I wanted to try their food because they had this booth that was all plant-based, and yeah, I tried one of their sandwiches and it was really good. Today is the big day. We are going to be doing our big food shop for Christmas. I don't think it's actually that dramatic. I feel like everyone has already done their Christmas shopping, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, fingers crossed. And I'm just about to write the shopping list because we already made a meal plan. Otherwise, today I'll probably do some cleaning so that everything is nice and tidy for Christmas. And yeah, just try to relax. I am probably going to be finishing my book today. So yesterday, after my coffee date, I read a little bit on the bus, and the plot twist happened, and it was actually just as I thought it would be. So I think I figured the plot twist out the day before, or at least I had a strong vision that it would be like this. So I was kind of not disappointed, but yeah, I wasn't that surprised. I mean, I'm still enjoying the book, but the big twist I definitely already saw coming. Sometimes I feel my pattern recognition is too good, and especially when it comes to consuming media that involves plot twists, it's sometimes quite annoying because I feel like most of the time I already know what's going to be happening. So, but yeah, that's on being neurodivergent, I guess. Anyway, I have to write the shopping list. Thoughts and prayers for me, please, that I will survive this Lidl trip, that no one will fight me for the last carrots, and that I won't get too overstimulated. Fingers crossed. So this is where the vlog ends. It's actually Christmas Day. So it's not really the weekend anymore. But I thought I would have a proper sit down and wrap the video up because last time I forgot. So I had a lovely weekend actually. It was nice to be busy the days before Christmas because now I feel like Christmas is really time to relax for me. But yeah, I wanted to especially wrap up my reading, which I finished Day of the Dead by Nicci French yesterday, I think. Yeah, I finished it last night. Again, 10 out of 10 experience. No, I really enjoyed it. I feel like they did a good job. Because Nicci French is actually the name of a couple that writes these books together. And no, they did a great job at wrapping everything up, finishing all the loose ends and tie everything together quite nicely, I would say. To me, it felt a bit rushed towards the end, but I feel like that's on me because I spend so much time with these characters and the storyline, that the ending would have felt sudden to me, no matter how they would have done it. But yeah, I'm actually quite sad that it's over. I have to find a replacement. If you have any good recommendations concerning crime series, let me know. I do have some of the Val McDermid ones. I think they have a series. Is it called Wire in the Blood? Oh my god, my godmother will kill me if she sees this and I cannot tell you the name. So far I only read the first one, I think. And I pick them up whenever I see them at a flea market or something. So maybe that will be my new tradition. But as I've said, if you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. And also, just to show you, it's quite difficult because they're all different sizes. But this is it. This is the whole Frida Klein series by Nicci French. Again, highly recommend this. This series is definitely for people who are more interested in the psychological kind of crime stories. Because the main character is a psychotherapist, I feel like psychology plays a huge part in every case. So if you like that, maybe you should pick this up. Also, it's not too violent, I would say, so maybe if you're trying to get into crime novels, this would be a good starting point. I wouldn't necessarily call them cozy because I feel like this term has been thrown around, especially on Book Talk, way too much. But to me, these books feel very cozy because you spend a lot of time with the main character who really loves being at home with her cat, drawing or playing chess with herself. And also I think they just feel cozy to me because I tend to read them during Christmas time, which of course is one of the coziest times of year. But yeah, can't recommend these enough. I feel like they're definitely underrated, or at least I don't see them being talked about too much on either Book Talk or BookTube. Anyway, I will now enjoy my decaf coffee in my little Christmas mug, and to be honest, I will probably take a nap. I hope you're having a nice time during Christmas, no matter how you celebrate or if you don't celebrate. I just hope you're safe and you're healthy and taking care of yourself. And yeah, I think my next video will be my 2024 wrap-up. I'm still not sure how to structure the video and which books I would like to talk about. Do I only include 5-star reads? Do I do a top 10 of my favorite books this year? I'm not sure yet, but I think I will start working on it tomorrow. So watch out for that. And let me know, what are you reading during Christmas? Because I just started Stephen King's 2020 1163. Ha! I can do it. I just started it this morning. So far I only read 1 chapter because I didn't have too much time because I was meeting a friend for coffee also. So yeah, let me know what you're reading. Did you get any books for Christmas? Also let me know, what did you get? And otherwise, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and then I will be seeing you soon. Bye!